So today we're going to talk about EMDR therapy. And I know people have a lot of questions about EMDR therapy. So let's get into it. I'm Denise Brady. I'm a trauma-focused therapist focusing on healing from our parental wounds. And a lot of the work that I do it through EMDR. And so I want to have a series focusing on EMDR, your questions. But today we're going to focus on phase 1, what to expect. Now, when it comes to EMDR, there are 8 phases. So EMDR therapy, eye movement, desensitization, reprocessing therapy really has a way of speeding up therapy. You know, talk therapy works, but EMDR therapy can really give you probably 3 to 4 months of therapy in one session. And for some people, that can be overwhelming. For some people, that's like just what I need. And so I want to go into a little bit of that today. So let's first go over what are the 8 phases. So phase 1, history taking. What did you come here for? What do you want out of EMDR? Second phase, prep. Third phase, assessment. Fourth phase, desensitization. Number 5, installation. 6, body scan. Number 7, closure. Number 8, reevaluation. Now, I'm going to do a separate video for each phase, so don't worry about it. We're going to get into it, but make sure you put your questions about EMDR in the chat below and let me know what questions you have so I can do another video. But today, let's focus on history taking. So you probably have been in talk therapy for a very long time. You finally found a therapist, or you've heard of this like EMDR. What is that? Okay, you might have done some research. You might have had an EMDR session previously and thought, okay, I want to do this, but my therapist doesn't take my insurance. Maybe the cost was too high. And so you have arrived of like, okay, I'm in a place now where I'm really ready. And so for me, I don't push EMDR on any of my clients because it's not for everybody. I've had EMDR work. When it comes to work, I mean, they had results, they feel less triggered, things like that. But you have to really prepare somebody for EMDR therapy because it's very intense. It's very different than talk therapy. With me and EMDR, I don't do a lot of talking. I'm really just in that session with you, one-on-one, really taking you back into those memories, experiences, those thoughts, and we sit in it, okay? So let me back up a little bit. So when I talk about EMDR, it can feel overwhelming, okay? So I just like to let people get comfortable with the idea of it. I encourage my clients to Google what is EMDR. Come to therapy with some questions, okay? So that I can answer them for you, so you won't feel like you're being pushed into this. Because if we don't really prepare clients for EMDR therapy, we can re-trigger them. We can bring up new things they didn't know was there. So you have to really be ready for EMDR therapy. And so for me, prepping someone means, let's go over the history. What are your goals for EMDR? What do you want to get out of it? And even the history taking for me, I caution people because that first session, we're just doing just the history, prepping for those. I know we do probably prepping and history kind of in the same session, because I'm answering questions. I'm also writing down things that you're saying. I want people to know that it can work, but you have to be willing to let go of control when it comes to EMDR therapy. Let your mind go to where it needs to go. And I've seen it not work for people who cannot let go of control. And so with me and EMDR in that prep stage, we are talking about what brought you to EMDR. Okay, because EMDR really, it goes using tapping, eye movements. It's really taking you into places that maybe you haven't revisited in a long time. New memories can come up, Am I hypnotizing you? No. Okay. I'm taking your brain somewhere. Okay. Through different things that I'll go over in different steps, but it's really allowing your brain to go to where it needs to go. And we get there through tapping, eye movements. I've seen people use like a light, different things. But you're conscious, you're not hypnotized. And for so long, I think people didn't know about EMDR therapy because it was probably only offered to people who could pay for it. So me, myself, I am a unicorn, okay? I take insurance and I do EMDR. And you can use your insurance to do EMDR therapy with me. Sometimes I do intensities, which means I'll do a 90-minute EMDR session. Sometimes we'll only have time to do 30 minutes of EMDR, but it's very impactful. So during the prep stage, I'm asking you, okay, I'm bringing up all that stuff that's in your subconscious to the surface, okay? So I have a questionnaire that I use. What are your goals? I'll help you float back through different questions, float back to a time in your life where you first felt those feelings that are impacting you now. Say you've been depressed. And I want to go back to, for me, everything starts from the beginning, those early years of childhood. It all goes back to the beginning. So when did you first start feeling depressed? Some people remember, some people don't. So if they don't remember, I'm like, most recently, when did you start feeling depressed? Was it something that happened? So we might work through that. I've also done it with people who have experienced like colorism and racial trauma. When did you start feeling like you were different? Okay. And some people can really think back to kindergarten, feeling different by peers. Maybe you transitioned to a school where there were not people who looked like you, but really floating back to those memories. Okay. And that can be really triggering because some of that stuff is deep. But EMDR is going to bring it up to the surface. So during the prep and the history thing, I'm learning about you. I'm learning about your origins. I'm learning about cultural things that impact you as a person. My job is to just learn so that I can help you. At least that is my perspective, is learning. So in that first phase of history taking, prepping you, I want to make you feel secure. I want to make you feel comfortable, because if I don't make you feel comfortable in those first couple stages, 1 and 2, you're not going to feel comfortable once we get into stage 4. Okay. Once we really have to go into those memories and I have to sit with you. And those memories, if you don't trust me at the beginning, you're not going to trust me to take you to that place. Okay. So it's really important for me to set the foundation and the tone. Okay. So that was phase 1 and 2. Us just talking about history. What is it that you currently believe about yourself that you want to fix or change? You might feel like, I never feel safe. I am not lovable. I am not worthy. And through EMDR, I can change that to, I am lovable. I can feel safe. I am worthy of love. And so really think about those things. Really think about, are you ready for the work of EMDR? The intense aspects of EMDR therapy. Let me know in the comments, have you ever done EMDR therapy? Okay. What have been your experiences? Or have you ever wanted to try EMDR therapy? So that's just a little bit about phase 1 and 2. Okay. Focusing on your goals, your history, your origins, what led you to this place. Okay. Let me know in the comments. Do you want to hear more about EMDR therapy? Have you ever tried it? Thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comments. I see y'all comments. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next video.